So hi, my name is Shelah Thomas and this is my story. So I was going to work one Friday morning, and as I was heading to work on the A47, what happened was there was a car on one lane and then I was on this other lane, and the car came straight at me at a very, very high speed, and it was a head-on collision with a 5-car pileup. It was a really bad accident where I was injured in so many different places. We had the hazardous areas response team who had to come and cut me out of the car. During that time, there was a lady going to work as well, and who just happened to be a nurse. And she held my hand during that whole process. And I remember speaking Psalms 91 because I'd been injured so bad, that's what I could only hold on to. And it said that he that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And that's what I kept on telling myself. Previously, I just thought it was a verse. But in that moment, I kind of knew that that's what was going to just help me through it. And at the same time, God sent different angels. There was a doctor who was also heading to work at that time. And because I had a spine injury, he just made sure that I was positioned properly. Because there was a lot of traffic, it took a while before we could get the ambulance to come and just help me during that time. I had so many different injuries. I had spine injury, I had a brain injury, my ribs were broken, I had a hip injury. It was bad. I had to be taken to the trauma unit. And it took nearly a year for me to get better. During that whole process, I couldn't drive, couldn't walk at some point. I was out of work for quite a while, but God was faithful. He provided for me. He provided for my family and my husband. I was able to go back to work. And a year and a half later, I was able to drive again, something that I didn't think that it was possible. So thanking God for his faithfulness and thanking God for Comms Church as well for being so supportive and the prayers that they prayed for me during that period. My prayer after that accident was I would get a job close to home. So about 4 months later this year, I was able to get a job which was like 15 minutes away from my home. And just thanking God that little things that I'd taken for granted, just going to the supermarket, having my own independence, driving, being able to just get into the shops and get whatever I want. The joy of family, I'm able to do that now. And I'm just so grateful that he's been a faithful father and he's been a good God. And that is my story.